Emefiele's case from grace to grass, I don't know what to call it. Today he was charged in court and he was given a 20 million naira bail, and once he fulfilled the bail, he will be released. But something transpired in the court today. The court granted him bail actually, and he was to be remanded at the correctional facility pending when the bail is paid. I think he also needed one surety. But something transpired that is very common in this Nigeria scene. Yeah, so a show of shame. I realized that the Nigerian security operatives are not really cooperating some of the times. What happened today is a confirmation again. Now, having been remanded to the correctional facility, it is the duty of the prison warder and people in charge of the prison facility to move him there. Impending well, the bail bond, everything is fulfilled. But then the DSS swooped into action immediately, and there was fracas. The two security outfits were in contention over who will have Emefiele. Normally, it's supposed to be people at correctional facilities, but because of the common thing that is happening in Nigeria, overuse of power. We all know that anybody that is going to be remanded in the correctional facility will not be in the hands of the DSS. Certainly in the hands of people managing the correctional facility. So they're supposed to have him kept there until further notice. Meanwhile, the DSS went for him. They swooped into action. You need to see that show of shame, and we'll be right back.
You want to go for court, Where's that man? Where's This is what the DSS has formed Nigeria. The soldiers. They'll tell them that the prisoner they want to take. Don't shoot anybody here. They'll tell them that the prisoner they want
As you can see, some people were saying in the background, allow the rule of law to prevail. They are supposed to allow the judgment passed by the court to, we understand the DSS has been keeping Emefiele despite various court rulings. But today he was charged to court and he got a bail, I think 20 million naira. Now, and the court asked him to be remanded to the correctional facility, and the DSS waited again. And I don't know what happened at the end of the day, if they had him or the people at the correctional facility, but it seems the DSS were prepared for this. So sad. Now let's take you to the video of Emefiele's arrival in the court. Just like I said earlier, it's like from grace to grass. That was Emefiele taken inside the court like nobody. I think he seems to have macheted so much. Has gone through maybe emotional trauma and the rest of them. We got to be careful. Anything can just change. If you're in an elevated position yesterday, tomorrow, anything can happen. Just do the right things. Make sure your hands are straight. That's the moral lesson. Right now, I'm not saying Emefiele is a criminal or anything. He has not been convicted until a competent court convicts him. And, for now. But I would advise people in authority or anywhere, even at the smallest unit of the society, to do the right things, keep their hands straight and clean, and fear nothing. Fear is only as a result of when you do the wrong things. Meanwhile, what do you think about the video? The court says keep him in the correctional facility, which is guarded by certain people, the warders and the rest of them. But the DSS is like disobeying the court order. They had him immediately. They prepared. They came. They want to take him back to their facility against the court orders. I think somebody should call these people to order. Or what do you think? Add your comment on the comment section.
There was pandemonium at the premises of the Federal High Court in Lagos on Tuesday following an attempt by the Department of State Security Service to rearrest former governor of Central Bank, Godwin Emefiele. Emefiele was charged by the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation under the Ministry of Justice. He's standing trial before Justice Nicholas Oweibo on a 2-count charge of illegal possession of firearms. He had pleaded not guilty to charge and was granted bail in the sum of 20 million naira with one surety. The court had adjourned the case until November 14 for trial and had ordered the remand of the defendant in the correctional service, pending perfection of his bail. Meanwhile, after the case was adjourned, the defendant remained in the courtroom several hours after the case ended. It was gathered by newsmen who equally waited all the time in the court premises that the defendants may likely be rearrested by the DSS. The environment of the court was filled with armed men of the DSS who were seen waiting with guns at the entrance to the courtroom where the defendant was arraigned. Meanwhile, when a top official of the Nigerian Correctional Center made attempt to take the defendant into the custody of the correctional services as ordered by the court, officials of the DSS resisted the move. Officials of the DSS were seen pushing him off and ordering all the journalists to move out of the vicinity while brandishing their guns. All visitors to the court were seen running for safety. At press time, the defendant is still inside the courtroom and it is unclear what the situation will be going forward. Wait for more details.